Yeah.
On a muggy night here in Houston, Texas, it's a perfect 72 degrees inside NRG Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. You're always talking about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Watson.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Walker once more, and this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. On 4th down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gerald Sneed. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. trucks over it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Lewisine.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And take it right at the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Moore. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Browns drive about to get started.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted
They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Tommy Townsend now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. This is the tight end fan. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's got room. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 27-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Texans nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll try and run for it. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Pierce.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Lawrence.
That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
Here's Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence.
He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Walker. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
On the set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Rondale Moore, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And Walker once more.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
96 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Hand off here to Walker.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, and if you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll give it up to the big man, Walker. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Again, it's Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Browns, it'll be a 500